Hi, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking another look at EVE Online. Basically, this is a brand new account I set up a trial account basically of my own. It's purely to show the beginning of the tutorial and how to get started on the game with a brand new character, with no money being transferred from other higher level characters or anything. So basically, first thing you'll do is pick off a starting faction, which you get a little intro video as well for each one. I'm not going to watch that because obviously I know what I'm doing. You'll also have your starting faction, which will tell you a little bit about this, starting race even within the faction. Make a girl this time, see if you can get free money for nothing. And what you can do is, this is for walking around in stations, you can amend all this, that and the other. You can usually just do the usual if you want, press random, random, random. Or if you want to increase certain parts of the body, you can do that. And of course increase certain other aspects. I honestly don't really care because I'm probably not going to be keeping this character, but it'll bother me otherwise. Why is she still bald? Oh, it's just taking a minute to load up. So you can mess about doing various little personalise it as much as you want. And also change the hair colour. Although for some reason she seems to be going grey. That'll do. Don't know anything about makeup, so let's just press random until it looks okay. Yeah, that'll do. And what you can do with these, you can set all kinds of things, manner of things with the clothing. And also what you can do is even amend how it's tucked in, which is slightly obsessive, but if you want to do that, it's there at least. Oops, suppose I get some shoes. Modification. Right, I think we're done. What you'll then do is pick your portrait. Oh, hang on, what am I doing to my head? Reset. What you can do, basically, this is what people will see in game, so you can angle the head how you like. You can even angle certain features, such as a bit of a. Okay, that's really quite freaky. Give her a bit of a squint. Oh dear. And then what you do is take a picture. And then just reset it to back to where it was, and you can do it all over again. And also what you can do is you can change the background. It was a bit moody in that one. And you can also set the poses for arms and everything. Right, so we finally got sorted. This is the final product. I'm not sure if that's the right word. I don't know, she looks a bit stunned actually. Shock the cameras right in the face maybe. So yes. Basically this is the first thing you'll see when you enter the tutorial. You can resize. This is basically the chat box you'll see at the bottom, which you can resize because that is way too small. Down here you'll have a little introduction. It's probably worth reading this, but this basically isn't the full tutorial because it goes on and on and on. It teaches you about a lot of stuff, but there's a lot to it. So if you get bored reading that, you can minimize that. And if you want to carry it on at any point, press the little bald head down here and it'll pop back up again. So basically what you want to be doing once you've had a look around the little apartment thing, you want to click on agents and then Aura. It's basically an artificial intelligence who will give you missions. So basically read all the palaver. Fly to location space, retrieve ship, blah 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 blah. Press accept. Close that off, and down here is your undock button. Press that. Now, they have made mission running a lot easier with recent patches and updates. You used to have to faff about with menus and all this lot down here. But what you can do, you can just do it straight from the game screen now. Just look for agent missions, covering the basics, which is basically the name of the mission. And what you want to be doing is, that's basically your home base, where if you want to hand the mission in, go there. And this is the actual location you need to go to. So just press warp to location. This will keep popping up in your early days as well, and I think until you've completed the whole thing. So if you want to skip through it, press next, 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 next until you finish it. That's fine as well. Well, seemingly I can't minimise the bleeding thing. Ah, there we go, that got rid of it. Up here, basically, this will show you everything in the game world that's happening. So it's probably best to have that as big as possible. So quite easily obvious to identify what we need to target, which is this green thing, Ibis. Once you click on that, you'll get a little thing up here. Press board ship, and there we go, boom. There's our first ship that we just got given for free. Depending on your race as well, it'll be different. It's just I've gone Caldari, which is really the most popular race in the game and probably one of the easiest to play. Next. Get off. Get off. What else was I supposed to do now? Oh, retrieve your ship and use it to carry back an item from the local camel carrier. Right, so I'm assuming once you've got in your ship this glowing gate thing, right click on that and press activate gate. Which basically is like an instanced area. Once you go through those, nobody, unless they're in a team with you, or fleet they call it in this game, nobody unless they're in a fleet with you can access that area. So it's completely for your own benefit sort of thing. Well, I don't think so anyway, because I've never seen any other player in an area through these gates at least, so maybe you need really specific coordinates. Which of course, a game this massive, they're never going to find you. So what's it? It's supposed to be looting a cargo thing. So I think it's this thing. You can either click in space or you can click up here. So basically what you want to do, click the cargo rig, click up here, open cargo, and the ship will automatically pilot to it. If you get sick of the game music as well, by the way, you can actually turn it off or down. It's just I leave it on for the sake of whilst I'm talking, because it, in between pauses it'll be slightly like, well, you'll hear nothing, so I just left it on for that sake. So once you've collected that, press loot all at the bottom of that screen. Sorry, I did that a little fast. Basically, if you press loot all, everything that was in there will then go into your ship bay, which is there, clearance documents. Close it off. And now we can press up here and go back to the original mission place. It's basically your first mission done. A grueling task, wasn't it? What I'll do shortly, I'll just finish off this one and show the basics of how to train a skill. Then I'm going to finish off some of the missions without filming them, because it's basic. If it's self-explanatory, there's not really much point. But there are a couple of tricky missions in there which I do want to cover and not make this video like 3 million hours long. So I'll just show the very, very rough basics on this one. And then I'll skip. All these things here as well are other players. You can see that's the name of the type of ship, and that's the player. One thing you do have to watch, which this game never really explains very well, is when you finish the mission, up here, click on your inventory tab. This is basically, I enlarge that a little bit. This is basically your ship cargo hold. What you want to do, anything you've got mission wise, drag from there and stick into your item hanger. That's the item hanger for the actual station. Because stupidly, it won't let you complete some missions until you've moved it from your cargo hold to the actual inventory for the station. Bloody stupid, and it never really covers that sometimes. They might have fixed it by now, but when I did it, I certainly had trouble doing that. So, right, objective complete, blah 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 blah, reward to completing this shield operation thing. Press complete mission. Basically you get money as well. So what you can do when you finish that one, press request mission. Press accept. And that thing you just got as the reward goes into your inventory. It was basically shield operation. It might change per faction, I'm not sure, but for this one, right click on that, and what you can do is train to, you can either inject it, which will memorize it so you can learn it at any other point, or you can train now to level 1, which considering it's shield operation, it's a fairly good one, so train that to level 1. And what that will do, on your skills tab, if you open up the training queue, you'll see it there, learning it now. Basically, at the very beginning, you'll have next to nothing in here in each section, but as you finally go along, you'll have loads and loads and loads. And it's just really, the idea is to basically try your best to specialise your character. Really, you can do like jack of all trades and cover everything. It's just obviously to get to the higher levels of things, it'll take you a bit longer, which is completely understandable. I think actually if you go through this, just keep pressing next, you can read these as well if you want. At some point it gives you a gun or a turret. You're best off reading these, here we go, reading these as you go along, and it'll tell you how to fit modules onto your ship. So what you should have done, yeah, there we go, it's just giving me these things. It's basically a shield for your ship and a gun for your ship. So to fit these onto your active ship, go up here to, that'll look like that, it'll say fitting. Press that, just get out of the way a sec. Basically, you'll see a little icon on the right hand side, that two little, well, dashes sort of thing. And to make it easier actually, if you hover over it, it'll tell you exactly what slots it uses on your ship. So, you see that? Gets highlighted in white that it uses one of those. Now you can either right click and fit to active ship, or you can just drag the damn thing. So, and this one little triangular thing, if you drag that, you fit that to there. There we go, we've now got a gun and a shield on our little ship. Because I've just accepted another mission, what I'll do now is undock. And as before, go up here, warp to location.
Warp drive.
Let's just read what the details were actually, I'm skimming through this. Blah, blah. Start by destroying the fuel depot. Move to destroy the pirates, not pilots. Get out of the bloody way. Ah, thank you. Basically, the things I've now fitted, you'll see down here, that being the turret, which will tell you the fall off range and optimal range for the, basically if you're firing it, and that is your shield booster, which will recover a certain amount of this outer layer every so many seconds. And again, you'll warp to this activation gate sort of thing, whatever it's called, boost, I don't know, what are they actually called these things, oh who cares. So it's basically right click on this, activate gate, it'll send you to your instanced area for the mission. I think the idea is I'm supposed to destroy a fuel depot around here somewhere. I think. Oh, Jesus, that big thing then. So, click on that. Press the lock target up here. And then your turret that you fitted, press that.
The module has run out of charges.
Which, shit, I didn't put bullets in it. Oh, that was cleverly. Oops. Has that now just given me bullets? Well, I think I've got to go back to the station. So yes. Oops.
Active.
So basically, the main thing to understand with this game, you can't rush anything. I technically know what I'm doing, and I've forgot to do such as basic things as actually get ammunition for my damn turret. Because really, you're supposed to go through these as you're doing the actual mission, which obviously I've not been doing because I've just been skipping through them like a complete idiot. And there they are. Damn it! Now it's put them in this bloody. Basically, as you go through this tutorial section, it'll then give you the items you require for each part of the game. So I don't actually need to go back. Hang on a sec. If you press this here, that'll stop your ship dead in its track. No, I don't need to dock now. Let's go back to the mission place.
Warp drive.
Right, now what I can do, once you've got the ammunition, which it's just finally given me, at long bleeding last, press the fitting part so you see your ship like that. Ammunition, now you can either drag it and drop it like that, which will then load it, or you can just right click and then, oh, apparently you can't right click and do it, you just have to drag and drop it. And see there, it's now showing that on my turret. Let's try this again, shall we? Right click on the gate when you finally stop warping.
Warp drive active.
Right, see there, mission 2 complete. Repair your old replaced your old repair module even, which isn't actually even given me yet, so I'm assuming I'll lock target. You'll see it appear up there, then fire away. Huh, typical. Yeah, that actually happens every day. Which obviously I've got another hour before it starts. Big bada boom. Which, because I was too close to it, took half my bleeding shields off. So, actually, it's good. I can show how this works now. The shield boost you fitted. Press that. And it'll repair your shields extremely slowly. So, we've got another activation gate, which is basically another area of the instance sort of thing. So, approach that. What you don't want to do is leave this running too long, because this thing in the middle is your capacitor, which is basically the battery for the ship. Once that goes down to nothing, you can't do sod all, really. So, as soon as you've finished repairing, turn it off, because it will just run and run and run until you deactivate it, or run out of charge. Off now. What you'll see in this one. Click on him, target. What you want to do, because he's still 21 kilometers away, and this gun has got a range of 2 kilometers. Really, press approach. You can even press orbit or keep at range. Oh god, he caught up fast. Press your gun and shoot the little shit. What you want to do as well at all times, keep something training. No benefit at all to having nothing training, even if you don't care what you're training, just train anything. I didn't even look what I just trained them, but it really does not matter. Another one's coming at me. I'll start firing early this time because he caught up bleeding fast. I think with smaller ships, they move like the wind. What kind of ship is this I'm fighting? I don't actually know. Another one down. Oh, there we go. What you can do is you can also loot their wrecks that you'll see in space floating around. Absolutely nothing there. And where's the other one? Where is the other one? I'll probably have sod all in it anyway. Right, so now you've done with that, go back up here, press dock, so go and hand the thing in.
Warp drive active.
What you can do, if you want to check the status of a mission, press your journal thing down here. It'll show you any current mission that you're working on. Double click that. It'll tell you the waffle, and then basically there, complete if you've actually completed it. To the station, what I'll do, I'll hand this in, then I'll stop this here, then I'll work on a few more missions myself, and when I get to a tricky one, I'll film that and then do a different video of that. Because I think this can take hours and hours and hours and hours, because the tutorial is supposed to really train you up to do almost everything, or at least the basics of everything, and give you a basic idea. I think at the end of your tutorial you're then supposed to decide what area you want to go into, either mining, mission running, PvP or anything like that. So double click down here to hand the mission in, complete mission, and done. Right, I'll stop this here now, I'll plod on, and I shall film the next awkward mission I come to. So thanks for watching, guys.